like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU, Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
When you read off Joe Burrow's numbers his last year at LSU, they almost don't even seem correct. I mean, 76% of his passes complete. That's the second best all-time at the collegiate level. Ended up throwing 60 touchdown passes, accounted for 65 touchdowns, and only threw 6 interceptions and won a national championship. Joe Burrow is not just a terrific player. He has that it factor as well, and that's what they're counting on in Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's caught by Hollister. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now this will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pick up a 3.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And who's got it? The Giants! The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the #6 pick in the 2019 draft.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at #6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it. And he's an ascending 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
By Logan Wilson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
9-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
To return it, Darius Phillips. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, Phillips. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
5.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
10 at the 42.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
To A.J. Green.
Here's 2nd and a yard. 17-0 our score after 1.
The Giants' 48-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
23 yards, the final tally. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Lewis, the ball carrier, brought down at the 18.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
For Darius Slayton.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Here's Tate to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to
Darius Slayton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Graham Gano set to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 32-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Again, it's Burrow. Green brings it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And Burrow going to throw again. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Giants.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he could make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the AFC South. Tennessee heading north to visit Indianapolis. And we see at the half, 14-10 is the score. The veteran, Phillip Rivers, with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. 35-10 was the final. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. In that game, all tied up with the visiting LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The 19-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Bengals.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or worse, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gano for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Come on, man. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Sheds off the tackle, and he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
On the carry.
Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. This is Mixon on the draw. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The tackle.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Burrow's pass intended for.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, Barkley. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Giants.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Jones being chased out left. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, Barkley. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
He's tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a 2nd down and 6. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Burrow will throw to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Green once again the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Zinni.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.